students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, in this series of revision, today we are going to revise chapter 3, 2 stories about flying in your first flight. Okay, as we have already revised first 2 chapters of this book, chapter 1, A Letter to God, and chapter 2, Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. Extra questions for practice of chapter 1, A Letter to God, has been revision note and extra questions. Both have been uploaded on Snap Homework. Same I also posted in your WhatsApp group. So please practice each and every questions which you are being given. All these questions are very important at the point of view of your examination. Okay? In fact, if you seriously practice these questions which we teachers are providing during revision, I assure you that in your examination question paper, in your board examination question paper, you will find the same question. But if you honestly practice it, if you copy answers from internet, then you won't be able to write answer in your board exam. So you decide what you have to do. Okay. So let's begin today's class. So 2 stories about flying. This chapter has 2 parts, has 2 stories. First one is First Flight, written by Liam O'Flaherty, and second is A Black Aeroplane. So today we are going to discuss about this part. Today we are going to revise First Flight, written by Liam O'Flaherty. Every first step in life needs courage and self-confidence. To cover a distance of 100 miles, we have to take a first step. So this beautiful story which we are going to read is about a seagull, about a bird, seagull, a sea bird. In this story, the bird seagull he dared not to fly. He was afraid to fly. His parents tried his best to take him the first flight, but he was not ready for the same. Due to his fear, he had a fear that his wings would not support and he would fall. His younger brothers and sisters, they already started flying, but the young seagull dared not. Different methods, different strategies used by seagull's parents to teach him how to fly, and finally they were successful in teaching him how to fly. So at the end, he took his first flight. So what were the different strategies they applied to teach the seagull to take his first flight? Let us go through the slides and come to know. In this story, the young seagull was afraid to fly. He lacked confidence. He was fearful of the vast expanse of sea beneath him. He was not trying. His parents, brothers, and sister tried their level best to encourage and boost his morale. But he failed to collect courage. He was very hungry. he tried to attract the attention of his family members. Only his mother felt pity on him, but she taught him a lesson in the process of giving food. She tempted him to dive on the food and fly. The intelligent act of the young seagull's mother prompted him to make his first flight. Ultimately, our own efforts could lead us to the path of success. At the end, the young seagull could fly because he himself made an attempt. So, dear students, this story gives us a very beautiful message. In this story, we have seen the young seagull could not fly as he had a fear, as he had a fear of falling down in the sea. His mother kept him hungry for one day, for 24 hours. When he, out of madness, when he was very much hungry, he became mad, and thus he took his first flight. So dear students, as we have seen just now, this story tells us that always it is us who to initiate. If we won't make any effort, we cannot achieve anything. So this story gives us a very beautiful message that we have to take the first step. It is us who to initiate. Sometimes our parents give punishment. It is only for our betterment, and as in the story, the seagull's mother left him hungry for 24 hours. Seagull's mother loved him very much, even though she did so. So when our parents sometimes scolds us, punish us, so it doesn't mean they don't love us. It means they love us very much. They are worried about us. So that is why they do so. Okay, dear students. Now, let us go through some important facts of the chapters and some extra questions, some various types questions which are asked in the examination. Two stories about flying. His first flight, part 1. Key points. A young seagull. In this story, there is a young seagull and he was alone on the ledge. His brothers and sister, they flown away already, and parents also busy with them. Parents, brothers, sisters, they came repeatedly, asked him to fly, but seagull afraid and he could not fly. Next day, standing on the brink of the ledge, tries to fly but could not fly because he felt afraid. He was feeling that. So dear students, in the story the seagull could not fly as he dared not to fly. He had no courage. He felt afraid. Now what happened? His parents left him and he was feeling hungry. He saw his brothers and sisters enjoying food. He also cried and begged his mother to bring him food. The young seagull also cried and begged his mother to bring him food. Mother picked a piece of fish and was flying across him. Mother took a piece of fish and she was flying across him. She did not come near to him. Seagull moved forward in order to take food which his mother was carrying in her mouth, flying with them. The seagull moved forward, tapping the rock with his foot. The seagull moved forward and he was tapping the rock with his foot. He was trying to show that he was feeling very much hungry. The mother came nearer, halted almost within the reach of his beak. So the mother came nearer to him. Mother stopped. She was just near to him. She was just near to his beak, but she did not give him the food. But mother did not give him to food. Seagull surprised madness by hunger. So seagull surprised why his mother was not giving him food, and already he was maddened by hunger. Now he dived at the fish. Seagull fell outwards and downwards with a scream. So now he was feeling that he started flying. Now he was feeling that seagull fell outwards and downwards with scream. Terrorized at first, heart stood still. First he terrorized, he again started feeling fear, but his heart then stood still, not falling headlong now, flying downwards and outwards. Just when he was out of madness of hunger, he took his first flight, his first step towards flying. When he dived on fish, then suddenly he started flying, and first he terrorized, he felt fear, but later he continued flying. Forget that he was not able to fly, and he forget that he could not fly at this point. He forget that earlier he could not fly. Flying over the sea now made his first flight. So now, thus, dear students, he took his first flight. So here, dear students, we have seen that how seagull's parents left him hungry for 24 hours, and when he had gone mad due to hunger, he took his first flight. In the same way, our parents also, in the same way, dear students, our parents also, they also try to teach us good things so that we can be a successful person in our life. So that is why our parents scold us. In the same way, with the story we have seen how seagull's parents left him hungry for 24 hours, then he maddened and he took his first flight. So in the same way, students, our parents also, in order to teach us a lesson about life, they scold us, or sometimes they punish us. Because they love us, they are very much worried about our future, as in the story, seagull's parents were very much about the seagull's future. They wanted him to take his first flight. and finally they were successful. The seagull took his first flight. So now students, let us go through some questions and discuss more about this chapter. Now, passage for comprehension solved. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. Now let us go through the questions. Where was the seagull standing? So yes, the seagull was standing on the ledge, as we have seen in the story, in the passage also. Why did he not go with his family? So he did not go with his family because he was afraid to fly. The seagull tried to dash. So tried to flap its wing as it was afraid. So the first passage is solved for you and the others for your practice. Now you should write all these paragraphs, all these passages, and you must practice them. Ga, 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 he cried, begging her to bring him some food. Ga, call on, she screamed back derisively, but he kept calling plaintively, and after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream. His mother had picked up a piece of the fish and was flying across to him with it. He learned out eagerly, tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get nearer her as he flew across. But she was not opposite to him. She halted her wings motionless, the piece of fish in her beak also within the reach of his beak. Now, the seagull is a single word here. Okay, it's a single word, not two words. Okay. Why did the mother halt all of a sudden? The young seagull tried dash, the piece of fish dash. Now second, he screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings, but he was tired and weak with hunger, and he could not rise, exhausted by the strange exercise. A. What did he scream with fright? B. He got over his fear of water dash. C. The young seagull attempted to dash. D. The exercises was dash. Now short answer type questions. Some solved questions, then more questions for your practice. Why did young seagull take a long time to make his first flight? The young seagull took a long time. So while answering beta, you should focus here on the tense. While answering, you can see the question starts with the did here in simple past tense. Why did the young seagull? So while answering, we should use here second form of the verb. Always keep it, remember beta, your answer should be in the same tense in which question is. Okay, So here you can see the question is in simple past tense. In simple past tense, while asking question, we use did and first form of verb. While answering in simple past tense, we use second form of the verb. Okay, so that is why second form has been used. The young seagull took a long time to make his first flight because he was afraid to fly. He thought his wings would not support him. Moreover, the great sea that stretched miles down terrified him. Once again, what did the young seagull do to attract his parents' attention? The question is in simple past tense. Once again, you can see here did, and with did we use first form of verb. So while answering, you should use second form of the verb. So always you should keep it. Remember, most of you make such kind of mistake, grammatical mistake, while answering the question. So you should keep it remember while answering. The young seagull wanted his parents to be with him to attract their attention and concern. He pretended to fall asleep. He stood on the lake and closes his eyes. Now here are some questions for practice. How did young seagull's mother teach him flying? How did seagull's family react to flying? Why did the young seagull remain alone on the ledge? Describe the seagull's first flight. So these questions you must note down, okay, and write their answers in your revision notebook. Long answer type questions. Do you think that for the seagull's hunger was the source of motivation? Explain. What difference do you find in his behavior of the seagull in the very beginning and at the end of the story? Third one, seagull's mother was her first teacher as she taught him to fly. Explain. So mothers always play the role of the first teacher. As we know, our mother teach a lot of things to us. So they are the first teacher. In the story also we can see the example how seagull's mother taught him to fly. So she played the role of the first teacher. So mothers are always the first teacher. Okay. Now let us discuss some questions from your NCERT book. Now open your book at page number 36. We are going to discuss some questions which are given in NCERT book. Already many of you have done, but most of you have copied the answer from internet. So always in also online classes I keep saying, if you will copy answers from internet, you won't be able to write answers in your board exam. So please don't think that you are very much clever and what you are doing it is correct. Okay. So God is everywhere, He can see, and according to that you will get your marks. So if you are copying, if you are cheating, so please be ready for your bad marks. Thinking about the text. Why was the young seagull afraid to fly? So the young seagull, in a very simple word, the question is in past, so you have to answer is in past. Why was the young seagull was afraid to fly? So young seagull, the young seagull was afraid afraid to fly because he thought that his wings would not support. This was the main reason. Okay. So the young seagull was afraid to fly because he thought that his wings would not support. So while writing answers, what I am here reminding you again and again, your answer must be grammatically correct. So while writing your answers, first read the questions, understand the meaning of the question. According to question, you have to write the answers. Your answer should be in same tense, in same tone as the question in. This is very important for you. Next, do you think all young birds are afraid to make their first flight? Yes, of course we think that all the young birds feel afraid to make their first flight. Or are some birds are more timid than others? No, it is not like that. Do you think a human baby also finds it a challenge to take its first steps? Yes, a human baby also finds it a challenge. Now you have to answer it in present, as the question is in simple present. If you look at the question, it is, do you think a human baby also finds a challenge to take its first step? So you should write, yes, a human baby also finds yes, a human baby also finds it a challenge to take his first step. Okay, later you can write, as he directly does not walk. First he starts crawling, then he takes the first, then he stands up, he learn how to stand up, he balances his body, then he starts walking. So human baby also feels fear. So you should practice once again all the questions. We have already finished the syllabus and we have enough time for practice. Okay, so it is very important to go through each and every questions, each and every line once again. Audio book is also available, so listen to the audio to improve your pronunciation. Okay, next question. The sight of the food maddened him. What does this suggest? What compelled the young seagull to finally fly? So as he was left for 24 hours, he was given nothing to eat. So that is why the sight of the food maddened him. What does this suggest? This suggests that seagull's parents left him alone on the ledge for 24 hours and they gave him nothing to eat. What compelled the young seagull to finally fly? So his hunger compelled him to fly finally. So in this way, students, you have to do all the questions. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. What did the seagull's father and mother threaten him and cajole him to fly? Have you ever had a similar experience where your parents encouraged you to do something that you were too scared to try? Discuss this in the pairs of group. In the case of a bird flying, it seems natural act and a foregone conclusion that it should succeed. In the examples you have given in answer to the previous question, what your success guaranteed, or was your success guaranteed, or was it important for you to try regardless of possibility of failure? So you students go through all the questions once again. The questions which I am providing you in the form of PDFs with revision notes, those questions and NCERT questions also should be done once again. Thank you students for watching the video. See you tomorrow with a new chapter.